Konnichiwa, minasan. It's your girl.
Yeah, come on, you should have continued.
You see now, I've lost my train of thought and I don't even remember what I was gonna say. What's my name again?
Runoa.
It's your girl, Runoa Lola, and right here is the warrior from the land of bananas.
That sounds so wrong. Terrible. But it is I, Banana Warrior. And I hope you guys have been doing good. And I hope you have been doing good too, because it's been quite a while.
I don't know if I've been doing good or not, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, actually, in the end, what is good?
Exactly, and what is not good?
These are the real issues
that we should focus on as humans and people and
I
don't know.
Okay. Anywho, I've been good, by the way, Lola. Thank you for asking. I've been doing well, I guess, normal work and stuff. I tried watching. I watched Classroom of the Elite.
The new season.
No, I watched season 2 again because I've forgotten everything that happened.
I'm just gonna start from season 1.
Yeah, when season 2 came out, I watched season 1 and then season 2, and then now season 3 has finished, and I'm watching season 2, and then I'm going to watch season 3, and I just finished season 2, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, even though I had watched it before.
I just remembered something I did I just remembered something I did that was cool in the last, since the last time we saw each other. I finally continued watching the One Piece anime. I dropped the One Piece anime January last year. I haven't watched the One Piece anime since last year, January. I was reading the manga, but then I also dropped that in August or so. So I saved up because I wanted to binge several episodes. There were over 100 episodes for me to catch up on, and then I finished in 3 days.
How would there be over 100 episodes?
Yeah, they were, because
January.
I stopped. I wasn't watching weekly back then, so I stopped. I watched a few. I think I stopped at episode 1010 or something.
So you're already at 1000 last year.
Yeah.
Wow! Congrats to Toei Animation for stretching the F out of that
and
manga.
Then, after having so many episodes to catch up on, I finished in 3 days, which was really sad. But then I remembered that Zoro is still the hottest. I'm sorry, I thought I was over Zoro because I was really getting into other anime characters, but it turns out I just missed him.
Congratulations on this catching up.
I'm back.
But how are there 1000 episodes of the manga and then there are 1000 plus episodes of the anime? How are they
the manga is over 1000.
Yeah, chapters. I know, but it's 1000.
You know about the pacing of the anime.
Yeah, these are the issues. These are the second issues that we should be thinking about. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
The pacing. Oh my god, yes, the pacing is awful. I'm sorry, but after reading the manga for so long, it was watching the anime was sort of frustrating, but at the same time I kept watching. It's you can't look away, but at the same time you're why are they showing me this stupid fight between Raizo and that Fukurokuju guy? I don't care about that, but yet they kept that fight going on for 15 episodes. I don't know why they did that, so I had to keep forwarding.
They usually have 5 fights
going on at the same time. So I had to keep moving between fights. I only wanted to see the Zoro, Luffy, Sanji fights, and then the one where Kid and Law took on Big Mom, but they kept taking me back to the Akazaya 9. I'm sorry, the ninjas of Wano are great and all, but I don't really care about the fights. I didn't give a shit.
Sad. Anywho, did I do anything cool? Yeah, I watched Classroom of the Elite. Why do I always say it too fast?
I don't know why you keep doing that.
I watched Classroom of the Elites. Maybe my inner Igbo. Classroom of the Elite.
So you do have an Igbo in you?
No, I don't think so.
But you said
I'm so far. I'm far from them. But anywho, I watched that and it is really good. And I started watching 3 Body Problem. I don't know. You guys probably heard of it because it was kind of making rounds on, I don't know, WhatsApp groups or something. Lola?
I wouldn't know. I don't really do anything. Okay, I don't exist outside this podcast. I'm not doing any WhatsApp.
You literally just said you watched One Piece.
As I said, but that's me in my own world. But when it comes to connecting to the outside, even my TikTok hasn't been active lately. I open it in the morning and then I go to that place where they show you posts from 2 years ago and I just repost that and get off.
So it's like your mail.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I watched Three Body Problem. I started it, but then I kind of, I don't know, I feel like I've dropped it. I might go back because I don't know.
What's it about?
It's about I don't know how to put it. It does really well with no, it doesn't do really well now that I think about it. It does somehow well with the mystery thing. It's kind of mystery. It's like there are a group of people on a planet or something far away, and their planet has three suns. And so, because they are within the three suns, I mean, they are somehow caught in between three suns. So, at some point, some of the suns can like snatch the planet in their gravitational field. I don't even understand what I mean. Like, this is the planet. I'm currently drawing the diagram. This is the planet here, Lola. This is a sun. This is a sun. This is a sun. So you know how planets rotate and revolve around the sun.
Sometimes they get pulled towards
yes,
this one.
and sometimes it's like, well, the sun is like pass to me, no, pass to me, and all that. And so it causes like periods of heat, cold, and then gravitational shifts and shit like that. You know, all these sci-fi things. And so they can't predict when the next shift. They have like the calm era and the chaotic era, and then they can't predict where the next was it calm era? I don't know. I'm just going to call it calm era. So camera, but they can't predict when the next calm era is going to be. So because I mean the famous three body problem, I think it's Einstein or something. You can't predict because the simulations are too many for the input variables, and so they don't know.
It's funny how that makes absolutely no sense, but at the same time, in fictional world,
it does make sense. Like the three body problem is a real thing, but
it's
then
a real thing. But then
really
they're relating it to a planet that doesn't exist. So it's like, oh yeah, this is a real science thing, and you can relate that to common sense, but it doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, so they kind of like they have civilizations and they can go like 10,000 years of peace.
So, like, are the creatures on this planet immortal?
They are not immortal. That's the thing.
So
they don't all die. So, as far as like some of them die, they restart and pass on the knowledge, and then they kind of advance and all that. But then at some point, I think I'm at like Ep.04 or something. But at some point, I think they were like, "All right, we are fed up with this shit. We ain't doing this no more." And then they got in their spaceship and they are coming to Earth because I mean, come on, Earth has only one sun. What else could you possibly want? One sun. I mean,
aren't there other planets with one sun?
You would think there are other planets with one sun, but I don't know. I think it's because one Chinese lady contacted them. I think before people come after me, I have not finished the first season.
That sounds racist against China.
Because she was literally Chinese, and it feels like something that China would do.
If you're Chinese and you're listening to this,
I'm sorry.
Otaku Connect is not in support with Banana Warriors views. So,
well, yeah, I think that's why I haven't finished it first. So they're on their way technically. But I have a problem with the thing. I don't know if it's the acting or the writing, but it's just so terrible that
the acting, isn't it an anime?
No, it's not anime. It's a Netflix live action.
Oh my god! You see now, that is why I was so confused. This whole time I thought you were talking about an anime.
Well, you thought wrong.
See, in my head, I had this like animated picture of the planet and the three suns and everything, and now it's just gone. It's gone. I was wondering why you said Chinese, because if it was an anime, you wouldn't actually be able to tell. They all look the same. So I was wondering why you said Chinese.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not anime. It's not anime. My issue with it was the acting or the writing. I don't know which one I would blame, but it's that. At first, they don't really explain. They say, oh, the particle accelerators are acting funny. And I'm like, okay, I'm a graduate of, I don't know.
Of what?
I'm not going to say because it's personal information. But let's say hypothetically,
he knows
I'm
nothing
a graduate
about particle
of
acceleration.
Microbiology or something. And I've never settled down and thought about the particle accelerator. And then you come and tell me a movie like, oh, the particle accelerators are acting weird. Science is broken. And I'm like, okay.
See, this is what you need to understand.
How is science broken?
As a writer, let me tell you the truth. This is one thing all writers have to go through, especially when it comes to scripting or writing fictional stories. This is the problem. You're writing a story. This story is going to be good if there's a genius in it, if there's some scientific background in it. The problem is that you, as the writer, do not have this background. It's like I write a story about a genius, and then it turns out that I have to come up with the ideas of this genius, but I am not a genius. So what do? I write around it. I pick up science words that sound smart, and then I just put them there and hope that no one notices because it's fiction, so you're not really expecting it to make that much sense.
Well, joke's on them because I noticed it.
Of course you will.
No, I feel like everybody who actually cared about what was trying to follow
picky.
I'm not picky, please.
You're
I'm just a
very
man
picky.
looking for a good series to watch. I'm a very simple man. You show me a good series, I watch it and I give you 10 over 10.
Oh, I have a good series for you to watch.
As I was saying. No, but they were saying the problem was that they are saying the particle accelerators are acting funny. I'm like, okay, how are they acting funny? Because I didn't even know how they're supposed to act in the first place. I didn't even bother to tell me. They just dropped some symbols and I'm like, okay, what the hell is this?
What is a particle and what is an accelerator? It should tell you exactly what they do.
Shut the hell. Shut the F up.
Look, the particles are always moving. So in order for you to operate a certain way, you need them to move at a certain speed, and the particle accelerator controls that and helps it.
Just look at you forming rubbish.
That's literally what particle accelerators do. But in a scientific term, someone else would have to explain. But I'm just saying in the layman term that's easy for people
Forget
to
the
understand.
basic. Forget the basics of the particle accelerator.
What?
My issue is that they are saying, oh, science is broken. They are saying it like they have found the particle accelerators, the results that it's giving are not supporting basic science anymore. You get? So like they need to tell me how. Like they
What
don't
is
show
exactly
you.
the
They don't
thing
show
that
you
the
the
particle
results. They don't.
accelerators are doing
Thank you.
that
They don't tell you. They don't even
science?
bother. They just assume that it's either, as you said, they wrote around it, which I believe is lazy writing, extremely lazy. If you don't know what the genius do, you go and read that shit up, bro.
Dude,
you go and you read that shit.
I'm pretty sure reading up about geniuses is how they know that the word particle accelerator exists.
Did you read about I watched The Flash and I knew that a particle. What are you telling me?
That's because we're science students. That's different.
I watched The Flash and I knew that a particle from
science
watching The
students.
Flash.
We need physics, dude. A lot of writers do not graduate from
Lola,
science.
we are in
courses,
Nigeria.
so
Nobody
they don't
talked.
know
Nobody
that.
mentioned particle accelerator during my physics class.
Exactly,
ever.
but it sounded
Not
like
once.
it makes sense because we did mention particles. Maybe not the word particle accelerator.
So you are saying,
but it's not something that would sound strange
so you are
to you.
saying art students now don't know the word particle.
A lot of them actually don't know.
Wow, Lola.
I'm serious.
Shots fired. Fired.
It's not a shot.
I can't stand for this. I have
Could you-
friends who are
I
art
swear,
students.
if we could get an art student right now, right here, a random art student that's probably not into comics or anime, and ask them what a particle accelerator is, they don't know.
Wait. I was
never heard it before.
talking about particle, but anybody who has watched The Flash knows.
That's what I said. I said people who are not into comics or anime, because this is just from the fictional stuff you watch. There's a lot of people that only watch Nollywood. You don't expect them to know what a particle accelerator is. Where would you see that in a Nollywood movie?
First. But in my attack, these niggas that wrote this thing are Netflix people, and they are not in Nigeria.
They don't Netflix people. Netflix probably bought the rights to the story.
I don't know.
but
Sounds like
it was
definition
written
of
by someone else.
sounds like definition of Netflix people to me, if you ask me. But yeah, they don't bother showing you the results of the particle accelerator. And in the whole, I felt like, you know how they are like saying it, and then it looks like in the next scene they're going to show you a screen or something.
They don't. They just
They
show you
don't ever
something
do that.
else.
They just go around it and they hope that you forget. And I'm like, okay. So what are the particle accelerators doing? And then in this scene, in the first episode, this girl and everybody looks at the sky, and then the stars are like the stars blink, and the stars in the sky, like the literal stars that we see every night. Imagine they got so bright and then they started flickering. Imagine how weird and how
Okay, first of all, I need to understand this. This is a planet that has 3 suns.
Hola.
You made no mention of a moon. How do they know?
No.
What is the timeline? What is the timeline like for a day? How do they have nights? Because you literally
no, forget about that planet. Like, they are not even. I'm talking about Earth. Like on Earth, the planet, like the stars that we can see every night,
Earth.
and everybody saw it, and it made the news, and nobody really gave a shit after that. They don't react like my problem.
No,
where
to be
I said,
honest, if there were stars flickering in the sky and it's said in the news, I wouldn't care either.
that's you, but I'm talking about the people going that are acting the scientists in quotes.
Scientists would care.
That's my
It's
problem
their
with
job.
them. Like, it's like the acting or the writing is just so lazy. It's like they don't like, okay, there's this thing that you put your it's like a, how should I say, it's like a helmet. Imagine a helmet, and then you wear it on your head, and then once you wear it on your head, it's like you're in another world.
So you mean like a VR helmet?
Exactly. Except this world, you can taste, feel, you feel like everything. It's just something.
So it's like the future of VR?
Thank you, Lola. It's the future of VR in quotes. And then they see this and they mention, they are trying to be all sciencey about it because they don't know where it comes from or where it came from. And they're like, this thing, could it be this? This is like
What do
how
you
many
mean, could it
generations? they're like, this is like how many generations in the future, like this, it shouldn't be here now. And they note that it should not be there.
How do they know it should not be here
no,
now?
anybody would know it should not be there. A normal person
would wonder what scientist was able to break through and invent that, because the first thing that crosses your mind is not that it came from somewhere else, is that someone must have made it.
No, that was their, how should I say, that was their disposition on it. But imagine you do that kind of thing and then you wear it and then somebody kills you and then you feel the pain, but then you come out. Why would you wear it again? Like, you don't know where this thing, the one that was dumb is this guy. He came to his house has high security. Somebody came and put the helmet there. He checked the cameras, nothing, and then he just continued using the helmet to play the game. Essentially, it's a game that the game is basically explaining the
particle accelerator.
No, not the particle. Forget the particle accelerator. You fool. No, that movie has a lot of points, but I just don't like the way they react to things.
Are you sure it has a lot of points? Because you've been saying so much right now, and I still don't get it.
Nah, you would get it if you watched it, but you won't get like.
But you've already said so much about it that I don't want to watch it.
No, you should. Please, anybody listening to me should watch it. Watch it for yourself. I'm sure a lot of people like it, but I just didn't feel like the acting was good.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Let's go to the important part of this now, because everybody has what's important to them when they're watching stuff. I only have one question, and this will decide whether or not I watch it.
There are no hot guys in.
There are no hot people.
I'm sorry, no hot people whatsoever.
No, I will not be watching this.
I don't know. It depends. There's this hot guy, but then
I don't trust your version of hot. Like, if you say a guy is hot, I don't know if I should trust your opinion.
Fair. So I can't blame you for that. But that Chinese
But were they
lady,
hot
though,
girls?
That Chinese lady,
just one hot girl.
Especially when she got old.
Oh, an old person. I mean, I'm not questioning your taste, but
this is a joke. This is a joke, please.
Just know what I'm into.
But anyway, that's what I did this past few days, weeks.
That's great.
It was not bad. Before people come at me as a hater, I mean, I am a hater. I know. I recognize my calling.
Bad.
But then it was.
Banana Warrior says it was bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I haven't even finished it, so it was probably good.
You just went on a rant about how bad it was.
No, I didn't. No, please. I didn't talk about how bad it was. I talked about how bad I felt the acting or the writing was. I don't know.
And that's basically everything about
exactly.
a show. If it has terrible writing and acting, what?
No, it just has terrible writing in the aspect of them reacting to the things that happen. Like, okay, you guys see a helmet that seems like it should be from the future, and you don't even bother. And he even, oh my god, there's this scene where he follows the girl to go and meet one of the ladies that is talking so weirdly. I don't know if it's because I know that she's already. You're so frustrated
even talking about it. It's obvious that it's
But then no, like she tells him like he's saying that it's a scam, and I'm like, bro, how can this thing possibly be a scam? Have you seen this helmet? You can't even stop and think for 2 seconds that, okay, what if this thing is not a scam? And he vexes and he walks back home and he dies. Because why won't they kill him? If I was that lady, I would kill him before he even got home.
The people from the other planet that has 3 sons, do they look like humans?
They haven't shown us yet. They want to come to Earth and cohabit with human beings.
So we haven't really seen the creatures.
No, we haven't seen them.
So it's just people.
It's just people.
You know, this entire time I really thought the aliens were the main characters.
No, the aliens are not the main characters, I guess.
Well, that's a bummer.
Another thing I have a problem with is that if they are not, say for example now, they are not in our solar system. Mm-hmm. That is what I'm imagining. They are not not in our solar system.
Milky Way galaxy?
No, let me just assume they are not in our solar system. How are they communicating with this guy in his ship? I have not finished the thing because I'm Ep.04. I don't know. Maybe later on they find out that he's as a ship, literal ship on the water.
Not a spaceship.
No, not a spaceship. But the people are in a spaceship. So how are they communicating with this guy? If I don't know, like if they can send signals faster than light, even if they are sending signals at the speed of light,
like don't they have like government facilities that capture signals like that? Why would they be communicating with a random guy on a ship?
No, let's see. If you ask me, I don't know who I'll ask. I don't know, honestly. The film just looks like somebody had an idea and was like, okay, we'll just write around this.
It was probably written by a teenager, if you think about it. No,
it's not a teenager, come on.
Because they might not have that wide scope of knowledge to think, oh yeah, this would not be possible because of this or because of that.
No, I feel like the writer knows, but he just is like, let's just get this story
like, this generation is lazy. I'm pretty sure no one's going to notice.
Oh, lucky for them. Or unlucky for them, I exist.
Of course you
But do. I don't know, if you guys think I'm ranting too much about this. I feel like
if I watched it, I would not have noticed the bad writing and the bad acting if you filled it up with hot people. All
right, thank you very much, Lula, for your inputs. But we don't give a Shit, no.
You don't give a shit, but the people listening actually give a shit. If
No,
a show
I
has
think-
enough hot people, no matter how bad the writing is, people are still gonna watch it. I mean, there are so many shows that we've lived through in existence that just proves that. If a
Like-
show has a lot of hot people, nobody
Like
cares
what?
about the plot. Like Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries has
8
had a good
seasons.
plot. What are you saying? For at least 5 of the 8 seasons.
Exactly. And for the rest of them, only the hot people kept us going. Thank you, Bonnie.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just
Bonnie kept me
saying.
going from season 1 because I don't know. And I didn't still finish season 1.
And thank
Sorry.
you, Damon.
Yeah, of course.
Ian. Ugh. Oh, that man. But you know what? That's not what we're focused on. I'm just saying. And it proves that even in anime too. Anime fans, you guys understand this. Because there's a lot of anime with terrible plots, but you see enough hot people and you're like, okay, let's watch it. I'm not trying to hate because I'm a huge JJK fan. But these days, I'm not sure what gig is writing. You guys keep hyping that shit up, but the more we get
That man
into
has
it,
always been on crack.
the less it makes sense. But like, there's so many hot characters, we cannot stop reading.
He will
or
soon be
watching,
exposed.
so we're just gonna keep going.
We'll drag him out to the light one day.
And see, a very, very good and important example of a show that has hot characters but makes no sense is this one that a lot of you probably roast me for, Chainsaw Man. I am sorry, I read that manga even before the anime came out, and it has never made sense.
Bro, thank you.
I
Lola,
don't-
fine.
I don't
Are we
know.
agreeing on something? What is this? What's happening here?
What
Are
is
we
this
agreeing
feeling?
on something?
What is going? Is the world about to end?
Bro, that manga was straight up dumpster trash, my brother.
I
in
don't
Christ.
know why people are fans of Chainsaw Man. Maybe you guys saw
I
something
don't
that
know
I
why.
cannot see, but
I
the
don't-
story made no sense.
See, I don't know, but
just has
there's
hot
no
people.
talking point about Chainsaw Man. I can say, okay, this. I think we should have another episode separately for this because if I start, it's not as if it's terrible, but it's just one terrible, and it's just okay. I mean, there's no revolutionary thing that happened. There's no real scene that I can relate to. Come on, Lola, try and think of a reasonable Chainsaw Man scene
It's
off
just,
the top of
it's
your
just
head.
people simping for Makima. Actually, there's nothing. There's
I
absolutely
don't know.
nothing. And I know that one panel of Denji saying, I want to feel some boobs is revolutionary, but
Bro.
that's about it. There's nothing else.
Or the one with him crying and looking into the TV.
Again, there's
Man,
nothing.
come on.
That could be in literally any anime. You could
It
put
could be
any
even you.
anime character in that.
It could be
because
you.
that sort of, it's not even relevant to the story itself. So it's just there. It's just
And they
stuff
just,
that you can
I don't know.
add
It feels
to
like
anything.
they just like seeing the different powers of the devils or
And
something.
I feel like
even the
anime-
devils hardly
Anime
ever.
fans these days are just obsessed with people dying. Like as long as they're reading a new manga or watching an anime that someone dies, they're like, yeah, this person died, so that means the manga is great, the anime is
Lola,
great.
are we
It's all
agreeing
about
on
people.
something again.
I don't
What?
get it. No, I feel like they got this craze. Look, AOT is not great because
Dark
people
shonen in
That's
quotes.
what I'm saying. Attack on Titan is not great because people were dying. It's great
Great
because
because
the
of the
story is
story, exactly.
great.
People just happen to die.
People just went through the Attack on Titan phase and just started to believe that as long as characters are dying in an anime, boom, it's good. No. Like, we have so many old shows that were great right from the beginning.
We
It's not
have a
about
show where
dying.
people don't die at all, except for one guy's brother.
The whole premise of Akame ga Kill was everyone dying. And
It wasn't really that good.
exactly.
either, yeah.
Except for the fact that Estet was really hot. Which goes to show again that hot characters save shows.
Yeah, I don't think that's why I finished Akame ga Kill.
I finished because of Estet. I don't know why anyone else kept watching.
I don't know. That anime was just okay. But yeah, please, enough Chainsaw Man hate.
I wasn't hating on Chainsaw Man. It's okay. It's not
We're
bad.
just speaking
it's
facts.
just overhyped.
Yeah, very wide. And I've been saying this since 2021.
I mean, there's good anime out there. There is. It's not like new anime are bad. There's probably good ones.
do you think JJK is overhyped though?
You couldn't pay me to say that on a microphone. Are you trying to get me cancelled?
One day we will go. One day we will go there.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there today. I love Gojo. I love Nanami. I love Toji. JJK fans, if you can hear me, I'm a simp, so don't worry.
All right. Thank you very much, Lola, for declaring your simplitude.
I don't think that's what you were
Simpism.
about to say.
Anywho, that's what I did though, and that's how I was talking about three body problem for over I don't know how many.
Well, that's
minutes.
because you were ranting about how much you hated it.
I
so
didn't
you
hate
know
Three-Body
what? For
Problem.
fans
It
of
was okay.
sci-fi, because I know a lot of anime and comic fans love sci-fi. If you love shit like that, you should probably check out this series you just talked about.
Yeah, three body problem.
And maybe you guys can comment and let us know if it's actually as bad as he says it it is, because I'm not gonna watch it. You already made it clear that
I haven't even finished it. I'm not saying
watching it.
I'm not saying it's bad. Please, Lola, stop misquoting me. I haven't finished it. I've been saying this since I haven't finished. You should not come from my neck. I beg.
He says it's bad.
I'm just
I was here as a witness. I heard him say it.
I just feel like the writing is lazy. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me.
There are a lot of shows with lazy writing and people still watch them. So
yeah, I mean there are a lot of shows with lazy writing.
But if hot characters show up in the later episodes, like per se the aliens, sure.
Yeah, I guess there's this hot girl. I guess.
What if the aliens are hot?
Nah, I doubt that. That's another thing. Why do people always draw aliens so weird? Can't they draw good-looking aliens? Come on.
Why is it? I feel like the laziest form of drawing aliens is making them look like people, but then just giving them superpowers.
Or make them different, give them a different skin color.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, these are aliens. They're from another planet. Just because human beings have eyes, nose, and mouth and legs does not mean that is how everything
but do you know that?
Existence should look.
But do you know that we're bound by our imagination? Our imagination is holding us captive in that.
Yeah, because we already believe that living things should have eyes, nose, mouth,
something like that. No,
limbs.
So, no, chill. Lola, can I make my point?
Sure, make your point, sir.
Thank you very much, Lola. Nice pineapple shirt, by the way. Anywho, as I was saying, I feel like we are bound by our imagination. Like, if an alien comes to, say, if you watch any single alien movie, Predator, Alien rather, or Predator, or even Doctor Who and stuff like that, you would see that the aliens have to walk or fly. And then we are bound by this because we feel like, okay, we can't imagine outside of walking or flying as it means to move around.
Move?
Exactly. And then what if these aliens don't move like that? Like we can't imagine. That's why I'm trying to bring out the fact that we're bound to these we're bound by imaginations to these projections of aliens where they have to have a nose or a mouth to speak, or we say, oh, they speak telepathically, and that's like the outside limit. Even the eyes to see, or they have to have some kind of sensory organ, that kind of thing. But we are still bound to what we see in human beings. And that's the example I gave. The aliens have to have eyes, like 8 legs or something, but they still walk, or they make them fly with wings or something, but they still fly.
Or they make them this like gooey looking thing, but it still has something that
moves around, something like that. So I don't know. Aliens should be aliens, but please give us some hot looking aliens. That's what I'm saying. Netflix, if you hear this, if anybody from Netflix hears this, please don't make these aliens some kind of green monsters, like, I don't know, with tentacles and slime and goop. Come on, you can do better than that. Give us good looking aliens, for Christ's sake.
Look, and there's this example I have, even though it still falls under the scope of human imagination, like it's not that out of the box, I still particularly liked the way they used it in Parasite. I don't know, I liked that one.
Yeah, Parasite was good.
That representation of aliens felt right.
Even though the teacher just felt like Parasite. So once again,
it was just a parasite. But like I said, it still falls under the scope of human imagination, but I liked that version.
Yeah.
It wasn't so...
Parasite was such a good anime, man.
I know, right? And I love the song. Plus it was in English, so it's easy to sing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll use that as the closing theme for this episode.
All right. I will speak to our producer.
And if we can't add it, I'll just sing it.
All right, guys. Our producer just let me know that we can't add it, so Lola will have to sing it. What do you guys think about aliens? 3-body problem. JJK, Chainsaw. We've gone like full circle in this podcast.
I know. But you know what? That's good. So feel free, if you guys have like alien shows or sci-fi shows or sci-fi anime, anime, feel free to recommend in the comments. We'll check them out and let you know whether or not they suck.
All right, I will personally check them out and let you know whether they suck. I've been hearing about Fallout too. I heard that it's pretty good. So that's my next series. I might have just dropped this 3-body problem. I'm sorry, but I'm going to watch Fallout and let you guys know. I don't know, next episode or next time on
Otaku's
episode. All right, guys, take care. Eat your vegetables. Look both ways before you cross the road.
I'm gonna sing us out.
All right, Lola, take it away.
Let's go. Beat the drums.
I have no idea how the song starts. Which one is? I know they have. It's not.
I'll give that.
Okay, yeah. They have 2 songs.
Yeah, but this is the one in English. Absolutely.
There are no drums.
Okay, goodbye, people.
All right, yeah. We're just going to stop here. Sorry.